hello here. Okay, one more time now. Good morning over on Facebook. I've been on Instagram for a moment. Let's see if it worked this time. I'm pretty sure I changed it. I knew something was wrong when people ain't jumping on, and it's because I had this setting to only me. I was only going to go live with myself because I don't know what I'm doing. There we go. Hey, Lisa. Y'all, I literally went live this morning for only myself over here on Facebook. Like, are you kidding me? I was 1 minute early, and I was like, why isn't anybody jumping on? And Instagram got to witness that my idiot self, like, went live with only myself over here on Facebook. Oh, my Lord Jesus. Okay, you guys, say hey when you jump on. I'm so glad for everybody joining us, doing both again this morning. I am super excited. And now people are calling me on my phone. Lord, okay. We're going to get through this morning, okay? Listen, because here's the thing. Today, I was actually going to talk about being legendary, okay? I was actually going to talk about being legendary, and, like, I planned out my lives for the whole week at the beginning of the week, and I was going to talk about, you know, something completely different, but I got some messages coming in last night, for one, about something that had really been on my heart, and two, yesterday, hey girl, and two, yesterday, so I had a really bad day, okay? Like, really bad. Everything was just driving me crazy, okay? I was at, like, my wit end. I just wasn't having it. My kids were, you know, the first part of the day was great, but then when JJ went home, like, my kids all of a sudden wanted to be, like, right at my feet all day. And any of you who are a stay-at-home mom, y'all, that is challenging, okay? It is so challenging to have your kids at your feet 24/7. I mean, you turn around and boom, they're there. I mean, I about spilt my food on me because I turned around with it and Emma was right there, and like it about like went all over me, and I got so mad. Like, I just set everything down and I went out the door because I needed a minute, okay? I needed a minute of quiet and peace, and my to-do list was overwhelming me yesterday. It was overwhelming my mind. You know, like, your mind will overtake you if you are not careful, okay? Your mind will start feeding you all these lies and all these things, and if you listen to it, you will be in a really bad spot. Hey, Lisa. I am great today. So, my mind took me all these different places. Kelsey, you got so much to do. Your to-do list is too long. You're never going to get it done. How are you going to do this? How are you going to do that? You need to deep clean this house. It ain't good enough, right? All of these things were going in my mind yesterday that wasn't good enough. Nothing was good enough, right? I just couldn't get out the mood. Right? I was like, what is going on? Like, why can't I do this? And it was because I was letting the enemy win, you guys. And my talk, what I'm going to talk to you about today, you guys, I mean, like, hit me straight in the face. And it's so amazing that after I married Steve, right, I have felt off for a couple of days, right? I'm like, what is the matter with me? Like, I blame Steve. It's just it. I blame Steve. What's wrong with me, right? And last night, it's like it hit me straight in the face as to what's wrong with me. And I went and I finally took a bath. And I'm like, Steve, I'm going to need you to do this. I got to go. Like, I got to go in the bathroom. I got to lock myself in there. I got to deal with some things, right? So I sat down and I got in the bath and I started dealing with these things, you guys. And all of a sudden on my phone, a podcast came up. And, I mean, it was like, Kelsey, open this right now. So I opened it and I listened to it because it was 9 minutes long. I was like, it's perfect time. And, y'all, it talked about the things that I'm getting ready to talk with you guys about today. And I'm telling you, I walked out that bathroom 45 minutes later, a new woman, okay? A completely new woman, because I felt so much better, you guys. I felt so much better. And then I got some messages pouring in, and you guys, I have to share these things with you right now because it is... Too often, we sit here and we think, man, her life's great. Why ain't mine like that? Man, she's, all these things are happening for her. Why ain't they happening for me? Right? And yesterday could have been related to that, you guys. And what you got to realize is everybody around you, their success doesn't keep you from your success. Okay, and that's really hard to deal with when you're sitting here and you're watching everybody around you get everything that you want, but it's not coming to you, right? Why ain't it coming to you? What are you not doing right, right? So, you have got to realize that you're watching everyone around you be successful, and you're blaming yourself. What am I not doing right? What's wrong here? Where's the connection, right? The first thing you got to do, which is what I had to do yesterday, is you got to make sure you get those priorities in order, okay? You need to sit down and think about those, but we're going to get to those in a minute. Good morning, Lacey. Good morning, Michelle. Good morning, everybody that is jumping on. Say hey when you jump on. So you're wondering why the good things are happening to them and not to you, right? Why their marriage is rekindling and reloving, but yours ain't. Why their kids is excelling, but yours ain't. Theirs loves reading, but yours hates reading. Theirs loves writing, they're writing great, but yours ain't. You know, what is the problem? Like, what's the problem? Why is everybody else getting blessed, but I'm not getting blessed, right? Let me tell you something about that. When that happens, you need to remember where you're going. You need to remember that they're not going where you're going. Your story is different than their story. Her mission's different than your mission. What she's chosen for is different than what you're chosen for. And you gotta remember that. Good morning. You gotta remember that, and you gotta sit down and remember your list. What are you wanting? What are your desires? What do you know you can accomplish if you'll just stay disciplined and you'll stay obedient? Okay, what are those things? But then what are the things that can only happen in your life if God touches it, right? What are those? Write those down. For me, a lot of my dreams and desires and the things that I want will not happen for my life unless God touches it, okay? So what are those things? You need to sit down, and when you get in that funk and you get in that thing that you just feel like your day's going bad, everything's going bad, nothing's going right, Susie over here's all kinds of success, but I'm not any success, what's the problem? You need to sit down and remember your list. You need to sit down and read that list, because you are not going where Susie is going. Your mission is different. You're chosen for something different. Get over that. Read your list and remember where you are going, where God is taking you, not Susie, you, okay? That is the first thing. But then you have got to, you guys, be still in it. Be still. Sit down for a minute. Yesterday, like, that was the biggest awakening for me yesterday. If I would have done that yesterday, if I would have just done what I done at night yesterday morning, my day would have been completely changed. If I would have just sat down and been still. Clear my mind, do my 1 minute of breathing that my little pretty watch over here tells me to do, right? If I would have done that and cleared my mind and got all of those things out of my mind and got that to-do list out of my mind, if I would have done that, gosh, my whole day would have been like my last 2 hours of my night, which would have been lovely. It would have been great, okay? But it didn't go like that because I didn't even think to sit down and just be still, right? Be still and listen. Open your ears. Be still and just don't do nothing, right? And if you gotta go lock yourself in your bathroom to make that happen, go. Okay, that's what I have to do. I won't lie to you. They find me everywhere in this house. Everywhere they find me, right? I cannot disappear. If I want 5 minutes apiece, I gotta lock myself in the bathroom. And you guys, gonna be real, I don't even get that half the time, because when I go lock myself in the bathroom, somebody's gotta pee. Okay? That happened last night too. As soon as I got in the bath, Emma had to go potty. Are you serious? Like, what's the problem? You know, that happens. Go lock yourself in that bathroom. Give them 5 minutes apiece. But then, when you're being still, which is what happened to me last night, when I was being still and just quiet, and all I heard was the TV in the background, right?
Mommy,
I got to thinking about,
do you know where Forky is?
Ask Emma. Emma had him. You know what I got to thinking about? Man, I've had a really bad day. And those kids, man, they've been stuck on me like glue. But I'm so blessed to have them. I'm so blessed to have these 2 little people in my life that think I'm the greatest thing in the world, and they want to be by my side every single day. There's so many people out here that don't like me, that don't want nothing to do with me, that don't want to be around me, but then I have these 2 kids who want to be next to me. They're getting ready to start fighting. Who want to be next to me. Who want to be close to me, right? I'm so blessed for that. right? And I started thinking about all my to-do list that was overwhelming me and started flipping it around. Cleaning the house. This house needs a deep clean, okay? I can't do it. I'm too OCD. It needs a deep clean, right? So in my be still moment, all of a sudden I was like, I'm so lucky I have a house to clean, right? There are so many people out here who don't even have a house to clean. And I have one, right? I'm so blessed for that. So I took everything that was overwhelming me in my mind and everything that I thought was just lifting on me, and I felt the world on my shoulders because this to-do list just kept growing. Hey! Come here! Lord have mercy. And do you see? Like, it's determined for me not to do this morning, but we're going to get through it anyway. What's the matter? Emma Maria Duncan.
I put Forky on this. Where?
You know where it's at. You were playing with it this morning, and if you can't be responsible with Bubba's toys, you won't play with them. So you need to go find his Forky. Go with her. When I get done, I will help you find him if you haven't, okay? Be still. Be still, you guys. Just be still. Okay. So I turned it around, you guys, and I started thinking about all these things that were overwhelming me, and I took it to the level of how blessed I was for all the things that was overwhelming me. This big old long to-do list that I had, some people don't have those, right? Some people don't get that blessing to have that big long to-do list. So I turned it around, you guys. And the last thing that I had to learn was I needed to be still, and then I needed to pray. Like, I didn't do that yesterday when I was out about. Why didn't I? Why didn't I just stop? Why wasn't that my first reaction, to just stop and be like, Lord, I'm having a hard day, but I got a lot of things to do. I could really use a vacation right now. My kids are driving me crazy. I know that I'm so blessed to have them, but Lord, I need you to help me. I need you to help me find your peace and your grace and all these things to finish this day. I should have done that. I should have stopped in my tracks and just prayed about it. Right? And told him that I needed him, and I needed him to help me, and I needed him to bring me to a level of peace today because I was having a really hard day, and he has blessings for me, and I need to pick those up, but I can't pick those up if I'm over here on Pity Street, right? If I'm over here and having a hard day, and I'm over here like, why me? I can't pick up my blessings if I'm not in my grateful state and if I'm not in my faithful state, right? So help me stay there. I should have stopped and I should have prayed. You guys, we can choose to get caught up in what God is giving other people, or we can focus on what He wants to give us if we will stay faithful. Right? We can focus on what He wants to bring into our lives if we will just focus on ourselves and quit worrying about what He's given Susie down the road. We have got to learn that. We have got to learn that we cannot focus on those things, y'all. Y'all can't focus on what Susie's going through over here, because you also have to realize that, are you equipped to deal with what Susie deals with? Right? Everybody has the same amount of good and bad in their lives. Everybody, even though you think, oh, their lives are great, they're always posting wonderful things, they're always doing this and they're always doing that, and these people are so blessed, and why are they blessed and I'm not? Do you not realize that they have really hard things they're dealing with in their lives? Right? So many people see me on Facebook and Instagram, and they're like, man, that girl, she is in her faith, she is strong, she is courageous, she's doing all these things. I need her level of faith. You know, she's being blessed. Why ain't I being blessed? You know, those things get asked. Are you equipped to deal with my bad? Right? Everything is, I love my life, and I'm grateful for every aspect of my life, which is a completely different subject. But I have hard things in my life too, y'all. And one of the biggest ones is part of my story. One of the biggest ones that is difficult to deal with in my life is my children losing their dad, right? I'm going to have to deal with that for the rest of my life. Are you equipped to deal with that, to be at the level of success that I am about to go to, right? Or that I am, right? The girl down the street that you keep watching, yes, she does great, and she has all these great things, and she has this great house, and this great this, and this great that. Are you equipped to pay her bills? Quit. I will find him in a minute. Are you equipped to deal with what she deals with? Are you equipped to pay the kind of house payment that she pays? Right? You have got to realize that You are not equipped. God, your story isn't her story. You're not chosen for the same thing she's chosen for. God didn't gift you with the things that she has because you're not supposed to have those. You are supposed to go beyond and in your passion and in your vision and in your mission, right? Your mission ain't her mission. You have got to realize that. That is like the biggest awakening. You have got to quit believing the lies the enemy is feeding you, that they are better and more successful than you. Just because you're not at the level of success that they're at doesn't mean that you're not successful. You're successful in your own way. You are successful in your very own way, y'all. I don't live in a six-figure home. I don't have the room of a six-figure home. I don't have a lot of room in my house at all. I don't drive a 2018 car. I don't do any of these things, you guys. That ain't my life. But I'm so successful in my own way. I love the house I live in. I'm so successful to be here. I get to take trips all the time with Steve and me and him this weekend. We are blessed with people who help us watch our kids like they are this weekend, and we're going to get to go and just go kayaking and have fun. And you guys, I am blessed at the level of success that I'm supposed to be at in this moment. And I'm going to keep working every day to go further to the list that I just mentioned of where I'm going, of the things that God's going to touch in my life. But I don't have to live in a six-figure home to be successful. Your level of success isn't like hers because, one, you're not equipped to deal with where she's at in her life right now. And two, your success ain't supposed to look like hers. Your testimonies ain't supposed to look the same because you are on a different mission than she is. You have got to get in agreement with that, y'all. Just like I just mentioned, their life may look good on the outside, but are you willing to take the bad that comes with their life? Are you willing to deal with the things that they deal with daily just to have the life that they have? Because I promise you right now, unless you have been through what I have been through with my kids and their dad, no, it wasn't your story, it was mine, right? Just like your story wasn't mine, it's yours, right? And there's so many women on here, like the other day when we had somebody jumping out and asking for help. You know, I'm equipped to help them with the Bible aspect of it, but I'm not equipped for some of the other things, and that's okay, right? So what did I do? I told these women on here, hey, if you've dealt with that, reach out to this woman. She needs you, right? And I swear, so many women wasn't called. I mean, in that exact moment, just called and reached out to this woman and talked to this woman and helped her and lifted her up, and she made good friends, all because they all came together on this live and they connected together, right? My purpose in their life was to be the connecting point to each other, right? Realize that you are on a different path than all the people that you're envying. What I talked about yesterday, don't let the envy and the temptation make you ugly on the inside. Y'all, don't let it do that. Good morning, Amber. And guys, last but not least, the last thing that I wrote down is our hearts are drawn into places of ungratefulness and assumption. But we got to learn how to start being thankful for what we already have. Just like I just mentioned a little bit ago, you guys, yesterday was such a hard day for me. I even got all my to-do list done. Like, I was in a state where I should have been, like, so grateful and so happy for my day, but because my kids was just on top of me, suffocating me, I couldn't breathe. Like, I literally felt like, man, woo, I need some protected children. You know, like, I can't do this. I need a minute. I need some peace, right? My heart and my thoughts automatically went to the ungrateful aspect of it. To the assumptions that everybody don't deal with these things, and I'm the only one out here dealing with this, and I'm the only one out here that needs a break, right? All these lies. All these things the enemy was trying to put into my mind, right? But then, as soon as I was able to be still and be in peace and just pray about it and just listen, just close my eyes and just block everything out for a minute and listen, all the answers I needed came straight to me, right? The reason that I felt so in a funk came right to me, right? I wrote it all down. I think I wrote like 3 pages, and I just kept writing and writing and writing and writing because it just kept flowing and flowing, and I just kept knowing that like God is telling me all of these things because this is what I needed to hear, right? It's what I needed to hear. It's where I needed to be. He's shown me why I was in the place that I was in, and as soon as I had a minute to be still, everything hit me. Everything hit me at once, and I mean, today I woke up, and I'm like, man, completely out of that funk. Hallelujah, thank Jesus. Like, that's all it took. I just needed to be still for a minute and get my priorities in check and get my priorities back on track and realize where I'm going and realize their story ain't my story and all of these things, y'all. And even today, I was supposed to go on here and talk about something completely different, which I can talk about tomorrow, but this morning, I needed to talk about this. Hey, Anita. Hey, Tara. I hope I say your name right. Let me know if I did. But I needed to hear that. So often, you guys, we go straight to the ungratefulness. Okay? Retrain your mind. Be still for me. As soon as you realize that you've went down this path of destructfulness, that you're going to destruct yourself, okay, as soon as you realize that you went down this path and you're stuck in the ungrateful, today's a horrible day, I got so much to do, my to-do list is overwhelming, the kids are driving me crazy. When you start going through that list, stop, be quiet, breathe for a minute, and then start thinking of the reasons you're thankful and grateful for the things on your to-do list. Just like me yesterday. The kids were all over me. They wanted to be by my side. They didn't want to leave me. They were right under my feet. They were driving me insane. But y'all, I'm so blessed to have those kids that think I'm the greatest thing in this world. That think I'm the best friend. They are my best. They want to be my best friend. They want to be at my ever beck and call. They want to be next to me. They want to feel my love. They want my hugs. They want my kisses. They want everything from me. I'm the greatest person in the world to them. I'm so grateful for them, even when they're at my feet and they're driving me insane. How lucky am I that they want me so much, right? They want me so bad. And then that to-do list that was overwhelming me and was on my shoulders, and just I felt like I was never going to get done unless these kids wasn't in the house, and all these things. And by the way, I still ain't got done, but I'm going to work on today. But all of those things, how grateful am I to have this house and to have this to-do list, to have this house to clean. Y'all, I have so much stuff in this house. Man, I'm grateful for that. So many people don't have all these things. So many people don't have a house to clean. So many people don't get these things. They don't get this overwhelming list because they don't have these things. Check your grateful state, you guys. When something is starting to drive you crazy and to hurt you and to make you feel like you're ungrateful and to start making you automatically think of all the bad things, because that is what the enemy wants to do. Be still. Be quiet. Just shh. And really think about how you're grateful for the things that are making you overwhelmed right now. And I promise you it changes everything for you. You guys, I love you guys so much. I don't know how long I've been on here. Look, 25 minutes. Another 25-minute. Oh, that's great. Hey, everybody that jumped on over here on Facebook. Thank you to everybody that jumped on over here on Instagram. Guys, you know, I don't... tomorrow we're going to go on here and we're going to talk about being legendary. But today I think we really needed to hear this. That quit thinking other people's success keeps you from yours. Realize you're on a different journey, and anytime that you're over here and you're thinking about how good Susie's life is and how great Susie's life is and how you wish you was Susie, girl, Susie's got some rough things going on that she ain't shared with you yet. So do you really want to take on her bad? Because if you want to take on her good, you got to be willing to take on her bad. Okay? You got to check yourself with those things. You don't want to take on Susie's bad, and you don't want to take on Susie's good, because her story isn't your story. Her testimony isn't your testimony. She's not chosen for what you're chosen for. Y'all, I could get loud on this. Your story is yours. And you have got to learn to own it and be happy and grateful with the success that you are already in. You already have so many things to be grateful for, and so many things. Come here. You have so many things to be grateful for, and so many things that others want. Say hey. So be grateful for them, okay? And check yourself today.
Why are you doing it with a tablet and a phone?
Instagram, Facebook.
But can I tell you something? I want you to find the forky.
I will find Forky.
Okay.
Say hey.
Hi.
Say good morning.
Good morning.
He's so sweet. He's my little sweet baby. Alright, you guys. I love you guys so much.
Can I do it too?
You don't have a shirt on. You done it yesterday. They see you every day in these videos.
Yeah, but not me.
Here she comes. Here she comes.
Oh.
Let her just say hey. We're getting off here. I lost her. There she is. Hey, don't they look like twinsies?
Yeah, only I'm much taller now.
Oh, Lucy, much
I am
taller. They're silly.
Yeah.
All right, you guys. I love y'all so much. I hope y'all have a great day. Just remember that today. Remember your list. Hey, remember your list. Be still and pray, pray, pray when the things ain't going your way today, okay? Lord Jesus, be with me today. I love you guys. Have a great day. Bye, guys.